The 2,500 journalists covering the event erupted with questions. "What are you signing?" asked another. And another, "What are you signing, sir?" While the joint statement praised the meeting as an epical event of great significance, and Trump allies credited the president with a diplomatic masterstroke, some experts on the volatile region had clear misgivings the summit didn't yield more substantive results. North Korea's promise to eliminate its nuclear arsenal did not include a commitment to verifiable, irreversible denuclearization, the standard enunciated by Secretary of State Mike Pompeo before the meeting, nor any explicit agreements on exactly what would be destroyed and how the process could be monitored. At a press conference following the summit with Kim, Trump brushed aside questions about whether the devil might be in this deal's lack of details. He denied that the absence of a commitment to verifiable or irreversible denuclearization might constitute a concession. "No, not at all. Because if you look at it, I mean, it said we are going to, let's see here," Trump began before pulling out a copy of the joint statement and searching for a line to prove his point. He settled on the phrase denuclearization. "We had a great conversation," Trump said, during the lengthy press conference, which lasted some 65 minutes. "It was a very heartfelt conversation. Chairman Kim has told me that North Korea has already destroyed a major missile engine testing site," Trump said. "We agreed to that after the agreement was signed. That's a big thing. Many people in the world will think of this as a form of fantasy from a science fiction movie," he said through a translator. The media circus gave Trump a prime opportunity to once more boost the brand he has spent a lifetime cultivating. At his press conference, Trump repeatedly boasted about his deal-making ability. Asked about concerns the Kim regime had misled nuclear negotiators in the past, Trump touted his intuition. "I know when somebody wants to deal, and I know when somebody doesn't," said Trump. "I just feel, very strongly, my instinct, my ability or talent, they want to make a deal. And making a deal is a great thing for the world." Trump cast himself as a forward-looking leader who would end the uneasy stalemate that has governed the region since the end of the Korean War. "This should have been done years ago, this should have been resolved years ago. But we're resolving it now," Trump said, referencing efforts by previous presidents, including the agreed framework signed in 1994 and the six-nation talks that began 9 years later, after the failure of the first effort. Both sought to end North Korea's nuclear program, without success. "You have a different administration," Trump said. "You have a different president." He also promised the process would continue to move forward quickly, though he didn't outline an exact timetable. Trump clearly enjoyed the attention to talks that he viewed as a triumph of unrivaled proportions. Clearly comfortable at the press conference, he questions for more than an hour and joked with the same reporters he has sometimes denounced as disloyal members of a fake news media. "It's an honor to be with everybody today, the media. It's a big gathering of media. I will say makes me feel very uncomfortable, but it is what it is," Trump quipped. Before taking a question, he urged CNN's Jim Acosta, one of his favored targets, to be nice. He praised the conservative One American News Network as really beautiful. There were allusions to the Staten Island Ferry, as well as to an uncle who'd been a professor at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. As for the president himself, he was elated, but also exhausted. "I'm going to head back," Trump said as the American delegation of diplomats and journalists prepared for the long flight home. "I don't know about you, folks, but it's been a long time since I've taken it easy.